What's going on, everybody? It is Seifel, and today I'm going to be making a Kankan type beat. Right before we get into it, there's a timestamp on screen right now. At the end of the video, I'm just going to be explaining how there's going to be some changes to these videos, potential new channel, and just a channel update in general. So if you're interested in that, just skip to there. But for now, let's just get into this beat. So we're going to be making something in the style of like Kankan Yeat and just that kind of new wave, because that's the type of artist that do very well on this channel for tutorials. So one of you guys suggested this. I'm just starting out with this simple Purity 70s layer key, sounds like this. And I'm just going to go here, view. I'm going to select minor, then I'm going to select E. So all these like slightly lighter highlighted notes in the background are part of the E minor scale, and I'm going to show you guys the type of chords or just melodies you should be making for these. So I'm just going to start right on E since that's the root note, and then you want to pay attention to basically wherever these half steps are, which are notes right next to each other, and I like to use those in this. So I'm just going to do something simple like this, and then actually I want to space these out a little bit, so I'll play it with the metronome. And then I might bring this down an octave. And then the most common thing done, which is really gonna like give it that Kankan Yeat sound, is just copy this and then go up 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have what's called fifths. I don't know all this music theory stuff. I'm not here to teach you all this advanced chord progressions, all that. Just use fifths. You could either go up 5 or down 5. It doesn't really matter. 9 times out of 10 it will sound good. That's also commonly done in plug and B, but this is how it sounds now. And I'm just going to copy these bottom ones and then bring those up again. So we're going to copy paste and then just go control up, bring it up an octave. So next I'm going to just go here, copy it here, but I'm going to get rid of the bottom notes since they're a little bit too low and make it sound a little muddy. And then I'm going to copy again. This is also, by the way, Serum, Hypersaw layered, it's stock. And then we're going to copy again into this, expand, wide unison saw bass. But this time, instead of getting rid of the bottom notes, that's what we're going to keep. So now it's just adding different leads on top of that, different melodies. So we got this simple square, it's in Purity, commonly used in like plug and B or in like Rage. I'm just going to continue to use notes that were used in the chords and build some type of melody on top of it. That sounds pretty good, and I just want to make it clear, although I did select the E minor scale, when I layered those fifths, as you can see, I'm using notes such as F, which isn't in the E minor scale. So if you guys do put keys in the title, just make sure you guys know that you might not always end in the same key depending on what notes you use. So now Serum, PL, Phantoms, just some simple pluck. And I'm going to make kind of an ARP melody. So we're just going to use notes in the chords and build some type of faster melody over this. And last thing, just to top off any like Yeat Kankan, this isn't required, but just to ride the wave, we need the bell. So obviously I'm just going to get this bass pattern, put it here, and just add some extra notes. Turn this up a little. And right here, I'm going to change. Sometimes I'm just going to make some minor changes. Like in my tutorials, I try to do everything all at once, but I do want to make this change. And I think that sounds a lot better. Alright, so this is how the final mixed melody is going to sound. Alright, so I picked out some sounds for the drums. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of people mix and match 808s, so I got 3 808s. One of them is just a basic spins. This one's a lot more distorted. And this one kind of sounds like a longer version of like the Zay 808. Something I do hear in a lot of Yeat songs and maybe some Kankan songs, the 808s don't have a lot of punch, so I might try and do this by bringing the in down a little bit. Even in my Yeat tutorial, I used a sub bass rather than an 808. But some people will either have a very not hard hitting 808 or a very hard hitting 808, so that you really turn them up, and that's why I have something like this. So I'm going to try and mix and match. For the snare, the no lie snare is very popular. Or you could just use a basic clap. I got this. I'll probably layer those together. And I got this basic snare just to add some extra stuff. I'm sure you guys have heard that sound. Basic hat, open hat, and then a rim. So I'll start with the snare. Obviously, snare, I'm just going to go here and then loop it. And then turn the velocity up. For the hats, you'll see a lot of like these 3 in a rows like this. Besides that, it's kind of just a basic 2-step. So I'm even going to right click, fill each 2 steps, and then just add those little 3s. And I'm just going to create a long roll at the end. So I'm going to press Alt U and then just do this and fade it out with the velocity knob. And now just to fill in any gaps that the hats don't take up, since there's not really a lot of rolls, I'm going to add some snares. And then again with this rim. Probably just put this here. Now to mess around with these 808s, this first one, I'm just going to put right on the downbeat. Use the note E since that's the bass note. And then while these 808s are playing, I'm going to mute that sub bass, because I don't want these low ends to clash. And now intentionally, if you go to this bell pattern, I have the bell kind of pause for one beat. And that's because I'm not going to have the 808 hit right here. Usually it will, but I'm going to create a little pause just to kind of throw off the listener. And I said this in my last video, but it throws them off in a good way, if that makes sense. Just doing little things like that. Just not doing the predictable. We're going to go here, and then this is where I'm going to create what's really going to hype up the beat. I'll copy this over, and then right where this little bell thing is, I'm going to add something else. Last minute change, I'm going to switch these 2 808s around. So basically what was playing in the long 808 is now playing in the meh 808, and what was playing in the meh 808 is now in the long 808. So it sounds like this. And lastly, to emphasize some of the notes, we're going to get this open hat. So that is going to be the final beat. Overall, I think a lot of the 808s sound the same, but that wasn't something that was required to do. That was just an experiment. If you guys did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like. Let me know what artist I should do for next week's tutorial, and on to the next part of the video. Alright, so for this next part of the video, I want to talk about potential channel updates, improvement to the tutorial videos, and what's going to go on with this channel in 2022. So first off, videos are going to get way better for tutorials. I'm going to get a face cam soon, better editing, and just little things that all make a difference to make a better quality video. You guys do really enjoy these videos. On average, these get a lot more views than my type beats, but that brings me into my next thing. Lots of people have been telling me I need to separate my channels. So I post type beats and tutorials on this channel. Everybody's telling me make a new channel, keep one channel for type beats, one channel for tutorials. If you guys think this is a good idea, let me know. Most likely type beats will be on a new channel, but there is a chance tutorials will move over just because I haven't done them for as long as type beats. But let me know your thoughts and let me know what you guys want to see in 2022. Let me know if this is a good idea, and thanks for watching.